I wanted to ask about the undefeated fighters. Like, you know, sort of the public have it in its mind it's very, very important these days in boxing to be undefeated.
Yeah.
And I would just say one of your friends, O'Hara Davis, he lost one of his last contests, although it was a valiant effort.
Yeah.
And we wanted to say that I think boxing fans these days are a bit too spoiled or fickle, meaning that they expect always perfection, or they expect every fighter to win, but they don't realise that some of the greatest boxers in history have always lost, and they always fought the best, and that was the way it was defined. And people didn't used to knock those guys for actually losing those contests. You know, Roberto Duran lost, even people like, you know, Marvin Hagler lost against Ray Leonard, and that's no knock on Marvin Hagler, he was absolutely one of the very best. Ali lost multiple times, maybe he wasn't in his prime, but still, you know, all the top fights, including Mike Tyson, I mean, he took losses as well, and people still obviously hold him at such high regard. And I think these days people are just too scared of, you know, one loss, they think, oh my god, is it going to hurt my career, my marketability, etc. And I think just the fans are spoiled, and they've got this idea in their mind that
literally, I feel like it's a mixture of both. You know, some people are worried about their career, some people are worried about literally just fighting to lose, or fighting to, there's so much aspects to it, so some people are actually scared to actually, they say to themselves already, oh, this guy can beat me. Again, you shouldn't be a boxer. If you feel like you're in the sport and you get to the stage, I feel like world level. If you're at the world level and you're thinking of a man can beat you, then again, eventually you're going to get beat.
You have to have that self-belief, basically.
You have to have self-belief. Like me, at this stage in my career, I believe that no one on my level of boxing can beat me. In my mind, deeply in my mind, I think that I can beat anybody. So again, that you have to be like that. You have to be motivated, and you have to say to yourself, you know what? I've got the natural ability. I work hard. So when that time comes, on the night, I'll be better than the man. That's what, that you have to have that kind of
belief in that
frame of mind. You have to. Some people say it's big-headed. When Fred kept on saying, nobody can beat me, I'm the best. People hated him for it. Again, as you said,
but he truly believed it.
He truly believed it, and again, he was the best. And he goes, "Am I wrong for saying I'm the best? Don't it show?" Again, he said that.
It's not cocky if you can back it up.
It's not cocky. Even if you can't back it up, you have to have some sort of.
Yeah, you can't go into that ring thinking that you're going to lose. It's going to be a disaster, a recipe for disaster.
Exactly. So again, it's just.
But apart from yourself, I mean, you, in our opinion, are top light heavyweight right now, even though you're only in your sort of 12th pro fight in. Who else would you sort of see as being the top in the division? Would it be Andre Ward or Adonis Stevenson?
In my weight division right now in the world, you know, it's inevitable. You know, it's obvious. It's Andre Ward. It was between him and Kovalev. You know, Andre Ward's just come to the weight division, if you're being honest, but he dominated
those two contests.
He dominated the super middleweight division for years, and that he's moved up, and then I think it was his second or third fight as a light heavyweight. He fought the top guy at the weight division and beat him twice. So again, he's obviously the biggest name in that division, yes, and number one in the division right now. But again, there's even talks of him going up again. So you know, everyone's got their own path.
Yeah, people said Bellew, people said all sorts of things. Even somebody said Anthony Joshua, and that just to me was like, oh my god, that's just, Anthony's such a big guy, and it's just too much of an ask. It's almost like a Roy Jones versus the gentleman that he defeated for the heavyweight crown. But I guess Ruiz,
Ruiz was not. He wasn't the size of Joshua.
Yes, and he didn't have Joshua's skills. I don't think. Exactly. Really, he didn't punch as hard. I'm not sure.
And he wasn't as big, but
it's asking too much, I think.
And on the other hand, Roy Jones was a freaking nature.
Yes, he was.
In his prime, Roy Jones
was unbelievable. Yes, he was like lightning.
For me, again, my three favorite fighters ever. If I had to choose three, it would be Floyd Mayweather, because hit and not getting hit, you know, I know it's the hardest thing to do in boxing. Hit and not getting hit, Roy Jones and Mike Tyson. Them three,
those guys, they're
my best fighters.
Creme de la creme.
Literally, yes. You know, the amazing fighters.
Grand. And we heard that you're a huge movie buff, so sort of changing the direction a bit. So what is your favourite movie genre, and what is your favourite film or actor or actress?
It's like food. It's like with me, with movies and food, yeah, I can't really choose a specific, but I do like thrillers. You know, some people think thrillers are horror movies. They're not. They're just films that have got you on edge.
Something that's got suspense.
Suspense. I love films like that. It's like you're watching it from, you're like, ooh. You're watching it.
You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, you're like, what's happening? Things happen, you put your hand on your head. I love films like that. One of my favorite actors, I can't put it down to one, but off the top of my head, I would say Will Smith. Because I've seen him grow. You know, when you see someone grow
from Fresh Prince all the way up, yes.
Rapping, and then now what he is, and I feel like he's been in some fantastic movies as well.
I still play that CD actually from time to time.
Yeah, come on.
It's a great CD. It's a classic.
And you remember, people don't know that he was one of the only artists that done all of these songs without swearing.
Yes, he kept it clean, and yes, that was the first thing.
Even last night, literally, I went to sleep watching Bad Boys. I watched number 1 and 2.
Oh, it was great.
And I've seen them films multiple times again. Martin Lawrence, Will Smith, Eddie Murphy, Denzel Washington.
Yeah, that's a childhood favourite.
Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey have me in stitches. Me, Myself, and Irene. You know, there's so much films that I love. Literally.
Grant, we're huge gaming enthusiasts on the channel. We sometimes attend game jams and make our own video games, etc. So, have you ever sort of played any games? Like,
video games?
Yeah, video games like FIFA or things like that. We know you're an Arsenal fan, so hence.
You know, I always tell everyone, if you want to lose some money, contact me. We'll play FIFA. You know, everyone on my Instagram story, I had one of my friends here. We betted, and he ended up losing £620.
Oh Jesus.
To me. So, if anyone wants out of FIFA,
so you're the FIFA shark, not a full shark, but a FIFA
champ. That's how you need to put it.
Great. Favorite music genre and style? Because we know that you like slow jams.
I love slow jams, man. It's soulful music. Another film that I love is Soul Food.
Oh, yes, of course, yeah.
Oh, you know, see, you're my man. You need to exchange numbers.
Yeah.
Soul Food.
Whitney Houston. You like
no, you messed it up. See, you messed it up. You said Whitney Houston.
No, I've got favourite artist was Whitney Houston in one of the interviews.
Yeah. I love Whitney Houston. But literally, Soul Food. There's a Milestone. There was a group called Milestone. They done like 2 songs together and then they broke up. It was Babyface, Joe and Casey. You know, they joined up.
Oh yeah, Joe and Casey, of course. Babyface. That's old school stuff right there.
And they made like they made a few songs, and one of the songs that are in Soul Food, one of my best songs ever, banging song. Yeah. Sounds
good. The other thing I wanted to ask is for your ring entrances and things like that. What kind of music do you like to sort of put on for your ring walk?
So far, like literally, there's every fight I've had, there's been a banger out that literally just gets me pumped. Like I like it. Like I like trap music right now is doing it. Sometimes what they talk about ain't always motivational or it ain't always good. But sometimes it's the beat and the way they
like the vibe of it, yeah.
It's a vibe of it. It's the way they execute what they're saying and the flow and the little noise they make in the background. You find yourself just, dabbing that. So yeah.
So vibe into it, perfect. And after boxing, whenever sort of in the future that is over, would you consider sort of like an acting career going into acting?
Everything's talent. Everything's talent. I would love to feature in films. A lot of greats have done it. Floyd Mayweather done it. I watched a film with him the other day actually. He done a film called When Love Kills, and I think he starred in that. I think that's had to do with the production as well. It was a decent film. It was Little Ma. She done the main role in it. It was a decent film, and it's based on a true story as well.
Yeah, lots of people crossed over. Ludacris crossed over. I mean, even Tupac was doing movies, etc. So
yeah,
at the time before his untimely demise.
Tupac again. I watched his film, and he was such a motivational character. Mike Tyson done some acting roles. He was in.
Yes, of course, the Hangover. Yes,
and he was in another one as well, the Kung Fu film.
Oh, it's Ip Man. Yes, yeah. That was a great fight scene. Yes, fantastic.
Speaking Chinese, I was in stitches.
It must be great to do all that choreography and stuff. It's kind of like being in the Matrix or.
Literally, and even somebody, yeah, that I would say I'm not a fan of many people. So when I see people, I won't be like, I'm a mad fan of him. But someone that I grew up from childhood watching is The Rock.
Dwayne Johnson, of course, yeah. Such an entertainer.
Such an entertainer, such a success story. He came from wrestling, even though wrestling is massive, and his dad was a wrestler, but he started off wanting to do NFL, things didn't go correct for him.
Of course, yes, he got injured, etc.
But again, that wasn't his destiny. He might have loved, like me, I loved football, but things didn't go right for me in football, so I don't cry, no complain. I just, you find a new thing and find something else that you love. Sometimes something else is your destiny. They say everyone's put on this planet for a reason, so he went into wrestling. Again, wrestling is acting, and then he took it to a new level.
He's probably more known now for his acting than his wrestling, and then fate always intervenes. Like I do remember James Toney, one of my favourite fighters.
Yeah.
He was actually an American football player, and then he ended up getting into a playground scrap with Deion Sanders and got kicked off the team. And he thought, he was despondent. What am I going to do now, etc. He ended up into boxing and became a Hall of Famer. So to me, it was like just destiny takes you down a certain path. And
Definitely. And sometimes people, they cry and complain about things, or they ask to be successful, and then things happen to make them successful, but they just ain't seeing it, and then they complain about it.
Of course. Perfect. And that's pretty much it. Would you like to say anything to your fans for the September 16th upcoming?
Fans and supporters, because the reason why I say fans now is because someone corrected me. I said, I love my supporters and they said, nah mate, I'm not your supporter, I'm your fan. So again, some people like, they want to be fans, and again, that's heartfelt. When people say stuff like that to me, I feel that. There's a guy as well that always writes on my page, he calls me the only ascended champ. And literally, what he writes, sometimes he'll put a bright smile on my face. I don't always read my comments, but because he always writes so much, it's like it catches my eye, and I know his name now as well. So I even followed him back. He always writes positive stuff on my page. He calls me the only ascended champ. So again, big shout out to him, and many other people that are supporting and following me.
That's the main thing. As long as people sort of really like what you're doing, and they sort of stick with you through thick and thin, no matter what happens. You know, the whole journey, so to speak. Then
exactly. People understand boxing is not an easy sport. You know, it's not an easy sport to. Sometimes you have to be a character. You have to be able to perform in the ring. You have to take backlash. You have to so much things you have to go through.
You just have to overcome a lot of hurdles.
A lot of hurdles and a lot of pressures on you. You know, people, when you're in school and you have a fight with somebody, the nerves you feel that you're having a 30-second fight in the playground, and everyone's talking about it for the rest of the year. You're on TV, you're fighting in front of 1,000 people that expect things off of you. So it's a lot of pressure. So people that do support you genuinely, you know, it's from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you so much, Mr. Yarde. Cheers.
Thank you.